Boom, we are live. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Life as a Chad YouTube channel. And I thank all of you for being here wherever you may be. And of course, however you may be listening. This is going to be quick and I'll get right to the point here. By the way, like, comment, share, subscribe. If you guys want to donate to the channel, you guys can donate through the Cash App. Support a fellow King's Coffee Habit out. I did a live video on this because it was the quickest way I could make this video, but I've wanted to make this for a while now, and it has to do with gym ethics at the gym. And I feel like fucking Jerry Seinfeld here complaining about, you know, the most just not, most people don't give a shit about this. I'm perfectly suitably well aware of that, but it bothers me. And I wanted to point out two main pet peeves that I have with people who go to the gym, and rather two people's groups that participate in gym activities. And those two people's groups, of course, would be women and the youngsters, the in particular, the young fellas. So this is, I'm perfectly within the guidelines of equality here. And as I'm, you know, complaining about the fellas and the ladies, with the women, what bothers me so much about them at the gym is pretty straightforward. They never, ever ask if you are done using the piece of equipment that you are using. Now, for me specifically, I fully acknowledge the fact that, because just so you guys can get a little purview into my workout, I like to have 2 to 3 pieces of equipment being utilized at once, a superset of sorts, not a super difficult or complex superset, but I just like to have a few things, few exercises in a row that I can go boom, 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 and then start back at point one. For example, I will have the bench press, I'll have a pull down of some sort, and I'll usually go to some shoulder, some flies, maybe some raises. Now, the flies never really get impacted by this, but it's usually with the pull down and the bench. Anytime I fucking leave any one of those for longer than a minute, without fail, sometimes it's even quicker than that, and I'll go, of course, I should have known. I swear God has like this funny humor with me when it comes to this, because I'll literally say in my head, oh, somebody's going to take this in 2 seconds. Boom, somebody snatches it up. And also, here's the thing. I go to the gym 4 or 5 in the morning most of the time. Sometimes I'll go later in the day, but most of the time I go super early in the morning. And this still happens when it's not as packed. Why? Because there's still women there. I had a situation once where, it actually multiple times this has happened, where on the bench press, I will have left the bench press where people will visibly see that I'm using the bench press, and I'll go to a pull down, and I still have the weight on the bar. I still have the weight on the bar. And a woman will come up and start using that equipment. Now, here's the thing. To me, if they were to just simply come up and ask, especially when you've made the eye contact, they know that you know that you both know that you're on the equipment. You know that they know that you're on the equipment. If they were to just simply ask, and take the time to be respectful and courteous and say, hey, are you still on that? I would have no issues. Furthermore, it's annoying as fuck when somebody jumps on the equipment when you still have the weight on there. So on this particular occasion, this cute little Latina girl who commonly goes in there with her, I'm guessing her sister, maybe it's her girlfriend, I don't fucking know. She's probably early 20s. She takes the bench for the bench press that I am on. And I have to stop her and say, I'm still using that. And she goes, oh, fuck. And she has to cart that heavy ass fucking bench all the way back to the bench press. I've had that happen a few times. Now, the pull down is a little bit more understandable. It's not as visible, as a bench press, because the bench press, most of the time when people are done, they'll take the weights off. And usually, you know that it's free when there's no weight on there. That's the telltale sign. That's usually what I do. That's the parameter that I use to gauge whether somebody's done or not. Now, also, if I've been in that area for a long time and I have seen that there is somebody else who was using it, I will, even when there's no more weights on there, I will go up and ask them if they're still using it. If I see that somebody is in the vicinity of the bench, I will make eye contact and go, still using this? Oh, sweet, bro. Sweet, bro. Thanks. No. You're good. All right. Hey, thanks, dude. That's what I'll do. But the pull down is slightly more understanding in that there's you can't tell based off of the weight whether somebody is still using it, because it's always set in stone at some weight. Very rarely is the thing taken out of the weight thing. But nonetheless, multiple times, multiple occasions, I'll have people see, I know that they know that I'm using it, and they'll still hop fucking on it without any mention or question at all. And the reason why I bring this up with women is because women are the biggest culprit of this. They will just steamroll right up to a piece of equipment and start using it. And I said it in my previous video, the reason why women do this is because women are very seldomly held accountable. If a guy does that, another guy will go up and say, hey, dude, what are you doing? I'm still using that. But oftentimes men will not do that to women. I guarantee you the example that I gave about the chick taking the bench, if that happened to 10 other guys, I would say at least half of them would just allow her to take the fucking bench and not say a gosh dang thing. So they are seldomly held accountable. Plus, women tend to think that everything revolves around them. They're very selfish. And so it's not, when you really get down to it, it's not super surprising that they do this, but it's still fucking annoying. Anytime that this happens, I'm like, oh, of course, it's a fucking girl. Of course. Usually a young woman, but it's not ageist. This is not an ageist thing. It's women of all ages that do this, really. But I would say it's slightly tilted more towards young women that do it, that just fucking zoom right into the piece of equipment without asking fucking anybody if they're still using it or not. But again, like I said, it's because very seldomly held accountable. There's not the threat of violence there. There's not, most of the time, nobody will say shit about it. And so they just get away with it. And, like I said, women tend to have a kind of a selfish viewpoint in which they operate. The second group that is really annoying at the gym are the youngsters. And when I say youngsters, I'm saying people like in the high school range. And I like to think back and ask myself if I was like this in high school, and probably I was to a certain degree, me and my friends, but I don't think I was ever this bad. Nowadays, I've noticed this with officiating and with going to the gym, that these youngsters like consistently walk around on edge and like stacking people up and like like they're about to fight somebody at any moment. I remember one time this kid tried to hop on a machine that I was using, and I said, "Hey, I'm still using that." And he gave me this like stare down, and I couldn't help but just fucking laugh out loud about it because it's hilarious. They are like consistently in this state of sizing people up, and you know especially when it comes to guys like myself with a little bit of muscle, it's like they purposely do that because it's like you're in a zoo, and the young lion is testing the limits of the leader lion, and it's hilarious sometimes. Like it's some of these looks and like some of the behaviors of some of these young guys, the constant sizing up is just hilarious. Now, that's not even the thing that I get most annoyed about. That's annoying, but I can somewhat understand that because their testosterone is through the roof. It's raging, and they're still getting a feel for life. But the thing that is the most annoying about these youngsters is is two things. Number one is them coming into the gym with like 20 other people, 10 other people to work out. So if you have a bench or a squat rack, they'll have 10 of their fucking cronies all right there. And you're looking at your watch and you're like, fuck, dude, have any of you guys even done a set yet? Have any of you fucks even done a set yet? What is going on? Work out. It's to the point where, I know I'm not the only one who notices, especially if you go to the gym at a higher foot traffic time frame. I remember one time this guy making a comment to me about, specifically about the youngsters and how much time they waste at the rack because they're just fucking goofing around. They're not really working out, and they use the gym as a hangout spot. Now, I guess there's worse things that they could be doing. And so from that standpoint, I guess we should be happy. But it's like, fuck, if you're at the gym, work out. Get a workout in. Quit wasting time on the machine. There's other people who want to use it. And again, this just kind of goes in line. The undertone of the things that annoy me at the gym is just selfishness. So that's number one, is this group of youngsters that just come in and just waste time on the machines. The second thing that they do or the third thing, but within the two things, that is extremely fucking annoying, is the constant pictures they take of themselves and the constant posing in the mirror that they do. There was this one time where I was doing an incline chest press, and these two youngsters, probably 16, 17, were behind me, taking snapshot. Now, mind you, there was probably like 10 feet of mirror to the side of me with nobody there that they could have used, but they continued to fucking take the picture behind me. And the first couple of minutes, I just realized this is just making me seem like such an asshole. But the first like couple of minutes, I let it go. I don't say anything. And I'm just kind of hoping that they're going to get done with their fucking pictures and move on, and they're posing in their fucking butterfly cup nonsense. By the way, they do this in the changing room too, which is fucking super uncomfortable. How much time they spend in there doing this bullshit. But after like 5 minutes, I finally have to go. I go, what the fuck, guys? There's like I go word for word like this. What the fuck, guys? There's like 10 foot of mirror over there. You guys get that nobody's there. You guys can take a picture there. You guys have to do it right behind me. I don't want to be in your lame ass photos. So, anyways, those are the things that annoy me at the gym. Definitely the ladies. But the ladies, like I said, it's a little bit more understandable and it's par for the course. It's just, classic female nature. But the youngsters, it's just this like constant nothingness of them just goofing around, not working out, taking photos, talking, joking around, fucking sitting, and it gets really tiresome after a while, especially when the gym is packed and you're trying to get your workout done and you can't get on a machine because they've been there for like an hour straight and they pretty much made it their home. Now, mind you, some of you guys may not go through this because, the gym I go to is not a very expensive gym. I used to go to more expensive gyms in the past that would have the jacuzzi, the lap pool, the steam rooms, the saunas. But I don't really have time to do all that anymore. And, really, I did that, because it would help me as an athlete, as a collegiate athlete or a high level athlete in high school. It was a great place to train and to recover, but I don't have the time and I don't really need to recover like that anymore. So maybe these are ghetto gym problems. I don't know. The gym I go to, I don't think is that ghetto. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd give it like a 3 or a 4. And I've pretty much seen these problems at every gym because at every gym there's women and youngsters. So it is what it is. It's par for the course, but I just kind of wanted to make this rant video, fucking things that bother me at the gym, see if anybody can find some common ground with me. Who knows? Maybe everybody will just think I'm an asshole for making a video like this. You never know. I hope you guys are having a great day. Be sure to like, comment, share, subscribe. If you guys want to donate to the channel, I'll put the Cash App link in the description. And last but not least, DBAP, don't be a pussy willow and facts are feelings because your feelings just don't matter. Love you, Kings. See you, Kings, next time. Peace.